Good morning, second English students. Now we will continue the lesson decolonizing the mind and Tiango, Ingyungi wa Tiango. Okay. So in the previous video, he clearly gives the author Ingyungi wa Tiango clearly gives that. The education, colonial education, made the Kenyans to feel that it is good and it is good. It is always going to be good to use only English language, and we should never use their mother tongue GQU language. That's how the colonial school teaches the Kenyans, the Kenyan children, okay, and if they don't have any English skill, and that's all, they cannot have any higher studies. So that is that was the situation. Okay, somehow Tiango managed to get poor marks, but he clears all the subjects, including the English subject, and thus he got placed in a list institution. And after that, Tiango began to write literature, and but he began to write literature in Gikuyu language, in his own mother tongue. Okay, in his own mother tongue, he wrote 2 plays, 1 novel, and 3 books. Okay, and people, their own people read those books, but it was considered to be an abnormal one. Okay, so let's say even today, if I write a book in Tamil and I don't get I don't have much respect, and if I write a book in English, then I will have more respect in society. Okay, so that is the reality, and this is the reality is continued even today. Okay, even today, even Tamil Nadu, this is the reality. If a writer publishes his or her book in his or her own mother tongue, she is not given that respect. And if the writer writes in English language, then he is given much respect. Okay, so this is the reality, and this reality is what expressed in this reality is there even in Kenya, and this is expressed by the author. Okay, everyone criticizes, and it is abnormal. When you know English language, you write in English language. Why do you write in mother tongue? And this criticism is given by Europeans and also by their own countrymen. Okay, their own his own countrymen themselves criticize Tiango. You write when you know English, you write in English. That is proud for us. It is great, and it is then only we will be proud that you are a writer. But you are writing in mother tongue, then we are not proud of it. And Europeans also criticize it. When his books are translated in English, into English, and everyone says, most of the Europeans appreciate his book, Tiango's book. Your book is great and wonderful. And instead of translating your book, you yourself write in English, and you will become popular. You will be a great. English language is great. When English language is great, you write in English language. Why do you write in your mother tongue? Okay, so this is the criticism which is faced by Tiango, and and then many Europeans believe that it is Europeans rescued Africans from poverty, and it is because of Europeans they have modern technology. but that is not the reality. It is Africans rescued the Europeans, and that is the reality. Okay, and so this is a wrong knowledge. This is a wrong statement. This is a false statement. This is a lie, and this lie is made to be a true. Okay, Europeans forced this lie to believe, forced the Africans and the Indians and the Asians. They forced us to believe this idea, this false statement. That is, it is the Europeans who rescued Africans and the Asians and Indians. It is the Europeans who rescued them from poverty. It is because of the Europeans, they have this modern technology. When they did not conquer India and Africa, they definitely the modern technology like telephone, electricity, car, definitely they wouldn't have had such kind of modern technology. So therefore Africans and Indians, Asians should be grateful to Europeans. And this is completely a wrong statement. Okay, and we have our own history and we have our own technology. Our technology was completely destroyed by the Europeans. Okay, and it is because of the African and the Indian and Asians hard work. It is because of Africans hard work only European technology was developed. Okay, they were forced to move to Europe, and they were forced to work, and because of Africans hard work only Europe was developed and they had such kind of technology. Okay, that is the reality. And but we still most of us are thinking that Europeans only introduced all this technology. Because of Europeans only we have telephone and smartphone and all kinds of luxurious technology we enjoy now, but it is because of Europeans. Okay, and that is not the truth. Okay, and actually they stole our knowledge. They stole our knowledge, and because of our knowledge, with our idea, they further developed the idea, and after with our knowledge, they developed with our basement of knowledge only, they developed their own knowledge, and with that knowledge, they forced us to use that to develop their technology. Okay, and with that they invented and discovered all these things, and that is the reality. Say for example, the sieving machine, tie machine, and very level of production. Okay, large number of production, maybe that could be whatever the goods would be. Actually, the sieving large and numerous number of clothing. Okay, because of the sieving machine, the basement of industrial revolution was the invention of sieving machine, die machine. Okay, and that was made at the large scale. Large number of 1 kilometer, 5 kilometers of cloth were prepared because of the machine. Okay, so the traditional sieving machine, palaya and the kaitari. Okay, and with that number of cloth produced was minimum, but with this manufacturing goods, large number of clothing was made, and because of that they could sell, and the market was created. They were forced to buy. Okay, how they created the manufacturing thing? They actually, the reality is that they simply Europeans simply kidnapped Africans, and they were forced. They were sold to many rich people. They were forced to work hard, and literally, I'm not exaggerating. Literally, they were not given any rest, any sleep. Okay, and continuously for 1 month without sleep, continuously 24/7, they are forced to work, and they simply die without any sleep, without any rest. They simply die after 10 or 10 or 15 or even a month. Some managed to without sleep, some managed to live for a month, and then they die. Okay, so that is the reality because of I mean, this such kind of worst situation, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு மோசமான situation இந்தியன்ஸ்க்கு வரல. Such kind of worst situation did not happen to Indians, fortunately, but Africans were simply sold, and such kind of horrible torture were experienced by Africans. So it is because of the Africans' hard work only that technology developed. And this is the reality. Okay, of course, this is not given in your book, and Thiago did not give in detail. He simply mentioned that it is because of Africans only Europeans developed, and he simply mentioned that statement. But this is the real history that you all should know, and there is nothing wrong in writing this one. This real history. This history is not said to us. Okay. So that's how they constructed the history, they changed the history itself. And we were taught that it is because of Europeans we had a technology. Indians never had knowledge, Indians and Africans never had such kind of knowledge. And because of Europeans only we have telephone, television and smartphone, car, aeroplane technology, everything we have because of Europeans only. This is what we have taught to. And even today, most of us are thinking in that way, and that is not the reality. And after studying post-colonial literature in these lessons, we must change these attitudes. Okay, and that is the purpose of literature also. Studying, this is the most important purpose of studying literature. It's not about studying stories or characters, character analysis. That is not the thing. And we learn human life and human psychology by studying literature. Okay. So kindly change this attitude. We should understand the real history. Okay. So this idea that because of Europeans only we have a good life, and because of Europeans, Europeans only rescued Africans and Indians from poverty. Okay, many people are believing in that. This is a wrong notion. We have to change this attitude. So this Thiago says this, and writing in African language is an anti-imperialistic attitude. Okay, so still there is imperialism. Our mind is colonized. Though they gave what is it? We got independence. Okay, so though we got independence, that independence is only a political independence. Still, all of our mind are enslaved to Europeans. Okay, so if you want to develop, if you want to enjoy real freedom, if you want to develop anti-imperialistic attitude, then all of us should write in our own mother tongue. Okay, so that should be the case. Okay, and the present generation, that is in 70s, the present generation of Thiago's contemporary generation, Thiago's present generation are thinking in that way, that we should give up mother tongue and we should communicate only in English. We should talk only in English. Mother tongue's oral literature should be abolished. Many are thinking in that way, but at least the future generation, future children should develop this right attitude, the anti-imperialistic attitude. They should give respect for their own mother tongue, that is Gikuyu language. In Kenya, in all the educational institutions, Gikuyu language is considered as inferior one. English language is the great one, and Gikuyu language is inferior one. And many are thinking in that way, but this is a completely wrong attitude. At least future generation should develop the right attitude. That is what Thiago says. And so what are all the results of this wrong attitude? Okay, if I think that English is great language, my mother tongue is inferior one, so what happens? What is the result of this? So because of this, we forget the reality. Okay, and we think that Europeans only gave this technology, we should be grateful to Europeans, and that is completely wrong. Okay, so we have our own knowledge, our own construction, and with our knowledge only they further developed that knowledge, and with that knowledge they invented technology. Okay, so this is the reality, and there is no need for us to be grateful to them. Okay, so we must understand this reality, and so if we develop the attitude that my mother tongue is inferior to the English language, then we forget. If we develop this attitude, we forget the reality. Okay, and the second one is that English language and English culture is not suited to us. அது நமக்கு ஒத்து வராது. Okay, that is not fit for us. Western culture is not fit for us. Say, for example, wearing coat is an example of Western culture, and India is a hot country, and we let's say we may have a towel, a cloth. Men wear a towel or cloth. And the body. That's all. Even the shirt itself is this shirt itself is Western culture. Okay, just cover it. That's all. Cover our body. That's all. And even women also just to cover the body, and other than that they do not wear anything. Okay, so this is the dress code. Why? Because India is a hot country, and therefore we need to wear such kind of dress. And this is good culture. Wear shoes, wear shirt, and on that you just wear coat. Then only you look beautiful. Then only you are great. You look beautiful only when you wear coat. So this is enforced on us. Okay, the concept of beauty also is enforced on us. So you should have fair complexion, and you should not have a dark complexion, and so the concept of beauty is also enforced on us. Yeah, I may have some girls would be beautiful for me, and from their point of view, the other girl would be beautiful for them, and so this is the reality. But the concept of beauty is also enforced to us. Okay, so see, most importantly. I'm not digressing. I'm talking about the topic. In post-colonial literature also, the purple hibiscus also talks about this. Okay, see, we post-colonial literature and everything say that we must study English language, but the pronunciation should be in our mother tongue. It's not like contradictory one. Let's say Tamil is the ancient language in the world, most ancient language in the world. Okay, so when this is actually a true statement. Okay, so this is a true statement, and when this true statement should be understood by the whole world. Okay, everyone should understand this reality. Everyone should understand this true statement. So, in order to make the world to understand the reality, that is, Tamil is the most ancient language in the world, I have to say this statement only in English. If I say in Tamil itself, let's say Tamil da ulagathile romba palamiyana moli, and I say this statement in Tamil, then most of you, the whole world cannot understand. And even in our class, the statement said in Tamil is not understood by at least by Pananya. Okay, so if the statement should be understood by everyone, then I have to say the statement in English. Then only the whole world understood the value of Tamil language. Okay. So if I want to make the world understand the value of Tamil language, I have to say the value of Tamil language only in English, not in Tamil. Okay, for that purpose, we should study English language. Okay, we should not simply ignore English language. We must study English language just to make the world understand the value of our own culture, our own language. Okay. So, all of us should understand this fact. Okay. So therefore, we must study English language, and just because to save the value of our own mother tongue, our own culture, we have to say to the whole world. Therefore, we must study English language, not at the expense of our own mother tongue. In order to glorify our own mother tongue, we must study English language, not to treat our own mother tongue as inferior to English language. So for that purpose, we must study English language. Okay, that's what postcolonial literature writers say. Okay, even in this lesson, we must study other language. There is nothing wrong in it, but not at the expense of our own mother tongue. Okay, let me complete this lesson by today itself, in this video itself. So this happens because of we develop this wrong attitude because we don't use our mother tongue, and when a person is not using his own mother tongue, it is like separating society, like separating body and head. It is the society is separated like a body is separated from its head. Okay, so when all of us do not understand the reality and understand the value of mother tongue and treat our own mother tongue as inferior to English language, then it is like the society is completely broken off. It is like a body is cut off. A man's head is cut off from his body. And when a man's head is chopped off, then he cannot live. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so we are not leading a good life, and we lost our identity, and we simply, like a dead body, we are living. And that's what Tiango is saying. Okay, so and then he says, Tiango says, in future, Kenyan should use Kenyan language and other Kenyan languages. Then only they are fit for the environment which is suited for themselves. Okay, so we can speak in Tamil language, and that's what we have to do. Okay, see, what is it? In MA only I studied postcolonial literature, and in MA it is given that even studying phonetic itself is wrong attitude. You can study English language, but studying phonetics is wrong. And in, I think in previous semester you studied phonetics. My opinion is that you can study phonetics, but I mean, there is no need for us, there is no compulsion for us to follow, to communicate in English in perfect accent. Following the perfect accent is impossible. Living in India, speaking in English itself is difficult for us, and living in India and following their accent is definitely impossible. That is not suited for us. Following the accent is not suited for us. Say, for example, if an Englishman comes here, lives here, and he learns Tamil language, he learns the Tamil language perfectly, but he will never be able to talk in Tamil language like we talk in Tamil. Definitely, he talks like English. Anga vandiya, inga enna pandra, that accent is there. He cannot talk Tamil language like us. Similarly, we cannot follow their accent, we cannot follow the British accent. It is not suited for us. Okay, so their accent is not suited for us, their culture is not suited for us. What can we follow? We have to follow what is suited for us, what fits for us. Okay, that we must understand. And therefore, there's nothing wrong in learning other languages, but we have to learn other language. We have to learn English language, but not at the expense of our own mother tongue. Okay, so therefore Kenyans should use their national language, their culture. It is at least in future, the future generation should understand this reality, and they should celebrate their culture and their mother tongue. Okay, so in education institution, this should be implemented. Only in this situation, Kenyans' future will be bright. At least that is suited for the Kenyans. So in future, colonial education institution should be banned, and mother tongue should be implemented. All of us should learn in mother tongue and communicate in mother tongue. Okay, so then that is the befitting, that is the fitting future for Kenyans. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson. Decolonizing the mind. We are, though we got political independence, our mind is enslaved, our mind is colonized. We have to decolonize our mind. Okay, so this is not only the lesson where we all of us should develop this attitude. We have to celebrate our own mother tongue. Okay, if any one of you have the wrong attitude that Western culture is great, I should adopt the Western culture, I should treat my mother tongue as inferior one, then it is a wrong attitude. Okay, so at least after studying English literature, post-colonial literature and this lesson, we must change this attitude. Okay, so that's all. With this lesson, the paper foundation course in English is over, literary missing is over. Okay, thank you.